Hello my best friend, how are you today? Meet again on the Batara Media Channel, which discusses business and entrepreneurship. In the previous video we have discussed 4 out of 8 training tactics to create an engaging and successful employee training program. Now we will continue 4 more out of 8 training tactics to create an engaging and successful employee training program. Let's both watch the video to the end.
5. Hold one-on-one meetings. Kathy Thiessen, Senior Vice President of Operations at 101 Mobility, said that structured, bi-weekly meetings between an employee and their supervisor have been a very effective training method for her team. Our leadership team adheres to that schedule to show our trustworthiness and our investment in the team's success, she said. Employees are required to bring their own agenda to kick off our coaching discussion. In these meetings, Thiessen said 101 Mobility employees focus on opportunities for skills development and building self-identified strengths. I like to close out those meetings by talking about the last 10%, the things that are difficult to discuss or topics an employee may be hesitant to discuss, she added. This needs to be done knowing their confidentiality will be respected. 6. Start a mentoring program. Employee mentorship programs can be helpful for both personal and professional development. Pair up each new employee with a mentor who can help guide them through their career. This type of program can also help new hires acclimate to your company culture. It gives employees someone to turn to if they are struggling. Without fear of judgment, the mentor can help educate the employee through their tenure with your organization and guide them to the resources they need. 7. Hold lunch and learn sessions. Some employees learn best in a more relaxed environment. Many businesses have adopted the concept of a lunch and learn session, in which a team member or someone from another company gives a brief seminar-style presentation while refreshments are served. It doesn't even have to be a full lunch. Cohen said Métis Communications hosts optional 45-minute bagel or beer, and learns in the office and over video chat for its employees. In these sessions, a senior team member usually creates a casual, interactive and engaging presentation about a topic she has personal experience with, and then opens it up at the end for further discussion, she said. Such sessions usually lead to brainstorming among the group, as well as comfortable, open communication between team members of all experience levels. 8. Offer video training. Video training is increasingly popular among younger generations. The LinkedIn Learning Workplace Learning Report of 2021 found that Gen Z learners watched 50% more hours per learner of learning content in 2020 versus 2019. While live training sessions can certainly be engaging, you run the risk of the employee forgetting what they've learned after the session is over. Recording these presentations and offering other video training means these resources are available to your team when and where they need them. They can serve as a great refresher after the fact, or as a convenient catch-up for those who missed the meeting. For basic training on technology tools and other standard PR and marketing practices, we provide links to video recordings and have the team make internal presentation recordings through join.me. So any team member can watch them at his or her own convenience, Cohen said. How to make your training more effective. Although the tactics above are a great starting point for creating an effective employee training program, there are a few key things to keep in mind. Customization. Fred Muawad, founder and chairman of TaskWorld, said employee training shouldn't be approached with a one-size-fits-all mindset. Instead, training programs should be tailored to each employee based on their skills and profile. Because the success of those programs hinges on employee motivation. Each employee learns differently, so find out whether they prefer visual, auditory or kinesthetic learning by doing methods of instruction. Muawad said. Communication. It's important to convince employees about the effectiveness of training programs to boost their engagement, Muawad said. Remember that lecture in school when you just couldn't focus on what was being said? When your mind was in a completely different place. That's exactly how employees feel when they are not interested in training programs. Incentive. If you have trouble getting reluctant employees interested in utilizing your training opportunities, you may want to consider offering incentives. You can gamify training, set up competitions, and offer gift cards. You may even incentivize employees to attend training by offering paid time off. Employee feedback. You may think you know what type of training your employees want, but the best way to find out is to ask them. Send out a survey to gather their thoughts about training initiatives and make sure you're not wasting your time or theirs. Gathering employee feedback can also be a great way to customize your training approaches. Figure out what your employees actually want to learn and what kind of skills will make them more effective in their jobs, Shimkus said. By aligning learning and training opportunities with the preferences and desires of employees themselves, Businesses will be able to keep their teams engaged and productive. Continued learning. Offer continued learning opportunities for all employees. And keep in mind that your strategies may need to be modified over time. Cohen suggests making training an ongoing discussion with employees to ensure it's a useful tool for new hires and training leaders alike. And that it doesn't become a burden. We've implemented a variety of in-depth training methods through the years. But not everyone engages in them effectively. And it would have been a disservice to keep a training approach around just because it seemed like a good idea on paper, Cohen said. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to always support us by subscribe, like, share and comment. See you in the next video.